the most bloodthirsty empire that has ever existed, has already devoured almost every continent on this planet. Their drive to control all resources and exterminate all races is beyond all logic. They are evil, and just as mortal as I am. But it seems they don't believe in death. They don't believe they will have to answer for this someday. I have already lost my faith, and I just stick to following orders. Because obeying is the only thing I know how to do. It's the only thing I was taught for as long as I can remember. They captured me as a cub. They tore me away from something I don't remember. They trained me. They molded me. They turned me into their most effective weapon. The instructor's whistle cuts through the air. I stop. My claws, halfway there. The reptilian beneath me is barely breathing. Training. It was just training. I stand up. I step back. The silence of the field brings me back to reality. The others are watching me. They are always watching me. With that mixture of respect and disgust that I already know by heart. After training, the general summons me to the command room. He is surrounded by reptilian commanders. On the map, there is a fortified city of another race that refuses to hand over its mines. They can't bomb it, because what they need is underneath. If they level it, they destroy the resources. The mission is surgical. I must go in alone, at night, sow chaos, neutralize the defenses, and open the gate from the inside so the army can occupy without destroying. A suicide mission for anyone else. For me, it's routine. A commander asks, and if he doesn't survive? The general smiles. We have ways to ensure he functions until the very end. No one explains what that means. Before I leave, the general orders me to stop by the laboratory. Standard checkup, they say. But the doctor on duty isn't the usual one. She is a young reptilian female. They hook me up, scan me, and examine the base of my skull a little more than necessary. Routine, she repeats. She doesn't explain further. But as she works, she treats me differently. Not with disgust, not with fear, with curiosity. She asks me questions no one has ever asked me. If I sleep well, if anything hurts, if I eat enough. Normal questions. I don't know what to do with that. It's the first time someone looks at me as if I were something more than a weapon. I get ready to leave, but she stops me before I exit the lab. She says something quickly, in a low voice. What you have at the base of your skull is not standard. She doesn't explain anymore. She can't. But she has said just enough to plant the doubt in me. I walk out without understanding and prepare for the mission. They drop me off in front of the fortified city, alone. And I do what I do best. I go in, I destroy, and I open. I am the perfect weapon. Brutal, effective, and silent. I open the gate, and the army enters. The city falls. No one thanks me. No one looks at me. They pick me up like someone picking up a tool and take me back to base. I return to the laboratory. Her again.
Hold still.
While she heals my wounds, she asks what my name is. I give her my military code, JN002. She shakes her head. Your name, not your code, she says. But I don't have a name. They never gave me one. I remain silent. She looks at me with something I can't identify. It's not pity, it's something worse. Understanding. She continues healing me without saying anything else. But before I leave, she tells me hers. Vecca. My name is Vecca. I look at her for a moment, nod, and leave for my barracks. I am in my barracks, alone, sitting staring at the empty floor. Months have passed, mission after mission, dragging myself from campaign to campaign. There is almost no one left. They have cleansed the planet of any race other than their own. I am called to the command room. The general again. But his tone today is different. There is something resisting them. He shows me a target. A hidden village deep within an impenetrable jungle. They have been trying to get in for a while, losing patrols that never return. And then he shows me the fighters. They are panthers. Like me. Just like me. I stand up abruptly, my pulse racing. They swore I was the only one. That they had found me abandoned in nowhere. That there was no one left of my blood. It was all a lie. The general watches me with icy coldness. He lets the truth hit me. Lets me chew on it, and then dictates the mission: infiltrate. Walk in like one of them. A poor survivor who finally finds his way home. They want me to locate the settlement, discover how they defend themselves, open the gate from the inside. They want me to be their Trojan horse. They are my race. But I no longer feel proud of who I am. I am a killing machine. I only know how to follow orders. When they know what I have done, they will point me out as a traitor. Nothing matters to me anymore. I will destroy them anyway. They leave me alone at the perimeter of the zone. No armor, no weapons. I have to look like a simple survivor. They give me an exact deadline to report back and abandon me there. I enter the jungle, and for the first time in my life, I step on terrain that my body recognizes before my own mind does. I move differently. The smells are distinct. I feel something ancestral awaken and activate inside me. But before I can manage to find the other panthers, they find me. They surround me completely without me ever detecting them. It's the first time someone has bested me in stealth. They capture me and take me toward their village. They bring me before the leader of the village. He is an old panther, his body crossed with scars. He locks eyes with me in silence for a long time, before asking where I come from. I feed him the fabricated story, that I was a captive since I was a cub, that I managed to escape, and that I've been looking for my own kind for a long time. The leader doesn't entirely buy it, but he doesn't kill me either. He puts me to the test. He allows me to live with them, but under strict surveillance, with no access to anything that matters. I will have to earn his trust. And meanwhile, I see for the first time how my own race lives. Entire families. Cubs playing. Panthers caring for and protecting each other. Everything I never had. Everything I myself helped destroy in other races. The leader doesn't let me roam free. He assigns someone to accompany me everywhere. A young, suspicious warrior who watches me without hiding it. But through that guide, I see everything. The life of the village. How they hunt together. How they train the cubs. How they share their food. How the nights are filled with stories around the fire. I observe from the outside, as I have always done. But for the first time, what I observe doesn't produce disgust or indifference. It hurts. Because this is exactly what the Empire took from me. And it is exactly what I am going to help destroy. She is the best warrior here, second only to the leader. And she wants to know what my level is. She has challenged me to a spar. I hold back. I can't show everything I know, because my military training is too perfect, too deadly, and it would give me away instantly. But she presses me, pushes me, provokes me with every strike. I have to measure every movement, ration my strength. And that creates a physical tension between us that goes far beyond a simple practice. I face her several times. I hold back every time, maintaining the facade. But she is smart. She notices that the movements I repress are not those of a street survivor. They are military technique. She provokes me to the limit, and I react on instinct with a purely reptilian combat move. Something lethal that doesn't belong here. She notices. She freezes. She knows exactly what I am. She says nothing. But that night she corners me alone and demands the truth. She tells me she knows those movements are military, purely reptilian. But she doesn't ask for explanations. She tells me, I don't care where you come from. I care what you do now. She gives me the chance to choose without forcing a confession. And that is worse for me. Because if she had forced me to confess, the decision would be out of my hands. But she leaves the door open for me. Now I have to decide alone what to do with the mission. The next day she takes me on a route that lasts all day. She says she wants to show me something, but won't tell me what. We walk. The dense jungle opens up to enormous meadows with tall grass. I have never seen an open space like this. My whole life has been barracks, walls, and cities. She notices my amazement and smiles. As we cross the meadow, she confesses that she is the leader's daughter, that she grew up under that pressure, and that everyone expects her to choose the strongest warrior of the tribe. I ask her why she hasn't. She looks at me out of the corner of her eye and replies, because the strongest one just arrived. And she keeps walking without letting me answer. We reach a forest of immense trees with roots that form natural arches. We sit among them. I tell her a bit about my life. Nothing about the mission, of course, but about the emptiness. I tell her that I never had a name, that I was never able to choose anything. She looks at me and says that now I can. Now you can choose. We keep moving until we reach what she really wanted to show me. A natural viewpoint at the edge of a deep canyon where the entire jungle is lost in the fog. We are both alone in front of something unfathomable. A long silence envelops us. Then she breaks it by asking me how much time I think they have before the Empire finds them. The word time hits me like a whiplash. The general, the knights, the deadline. I tense up completely. She notices instantly and asks me what's wrong. I answer coldly that the Empire always finds everything. I try to compose myself and hide it, but it's too late. The moment is broken. Dawn breaks. I am alone at the edge of the lake, near the village, thinking, processing everything I have lived. The exploration with her, the kiss, what I feel, what I am, what I was ordered to do. I make the decision. I am not going to betray my race. I am not going to betray my family. I am not going to betray the love of my life. For the first time in my entire existence, I choose for myself. Then I hear the screams. Distant at first, then closer. Explosions. The unmistakable sound of the Empire's machines. I run towards the village. As I advance, Vecca's words hit me all at once. What you have at the base of your skull is not standard. I realize it. The chip. It wasn't to control me. It was a tracker. From the moment I set foot in the jungle, the Empire knew exactly where I was. Every step I took, every place I visited with her, every corner of the village. All transmitted. They didn't need me to report. They never needed to. I was the signal.
¡Yo fui yo!
I reach the village running. What I find is a massacre. Dead panthers everywhere, destroyed huts. The reptilian soldiers keep killing, they haven't finished. I lose my mind. I charge blindly against everything that stands in my way. I want to kill them all, but there are too many. They are an infinite tide, threatening to swallow me whole. And there, in the center of it all, the general, waiting for me, calm, like someone picking up their dog after a walk. The leader subdued, on his knees. She is by his side, restrained, furious. The general looks directly at me and says, "Good job. Thanks to you, we have located the last race we were missing. She hears every word. She looks at me and screams at me in rage. Traitor, liar. Immediately after, he announces the true objective out loud. They don't want the adult panthers. They only want the cubs. Program them, train them, turn them into an army with the same infiltration capabilities you have. The same thing we did to you. That was always the plan. Now, they are going to do it on a large scale. Without blinking, the general executes the father in front of her. In front of me, in front of everyone. I stand there, frozen, shattered, not knowing what to do, completely paralyzed. But when he prepares to execute her, I jump, pure fury. I crush everything in my path. I tear soldiers apart with my claws. The general stops. And finally, the general doesn't try to stop me with more soldiers. He resorts to his true leash. They bring him the device, and he presses it. The chip at the base of my skull. He gets closer and spits at me. Did you think I would trust your instinct? You are my weapon, my property. You have no right to love or to suffer. You either follow my orders or you are dead. I collapse instantly, and I lose consciousness completely. I wake up at the base, in the laboratory. Vecca is by my side, healing me. She tells me she is so sorry for what happened, that she tried to warn me, but the walls have ears. She couldn't say more than she did in that first encounter. I don't react. I don't speak. I don't even look at her. I am broken inside. They call me. They take me to the training room. The cubs are there, small, scared, huddled against each other. The general is standing, waiting for me. He gives me the order, train them. Turn them into what you are. I refuse, and the general doesn't argue. He walks over to a panel and deactivates the opaque glass of a side wall. It becomes transparent, and behind it, there she is. Locked in a room, furious, hitting the walls, wild, alive. I see her, and she sees me. The rage in her eyes is absolute. To her, I am still the traitor. The general doesn't need to say anything else. The message is clear. Obey or she dies. I have no options, and I accept. The general leaves. I am left alone with the cubs. They are terrified. They look at me with huge eyes without understanding where they are or what has happened. I look at them. I look toward the glass, where she paces caged like a wild animal. I look back at the cubs, and a question burns inside me. If there are no races left alive on this planet, why does the general want an army of panthers? Against whom? What you have just seen has been one of the biggest challenges we have faced on this channel. A risky bet, technically complex, where every scene has been a battle against the limits of what can be done today with these tools. Here we are always going to try to raise the bar, even if it's a risk, even if we might fail. Because we believe you deserve something that makes you feel, not just watch. But I need to be honest with you. Out of millions of views, we don't even get 1% in likes. In comments, not even 0.01. And let's not even talk about hypes. The second part of this story is already in my head. It is more ambitious, darker, and technically much more difficult than everything you have seen today. But I need to know that you are there, that this matters, that I'm not screaming into the void. A like takes half a second. A comment takes 10. A subscription takes 1 click. But for us, it is the fuel we need to give it our all and more in what's coming. If you want to know who they are going to use that army against, make it clear. See you in part 2.